Thank you for checking back in with another TDH upload. This video is going to be a bit different than a lot of my uploads because I have never really filmed any sort of nature slash exploring slash adventuring type of video on the channel, aside from what we do from off-roading. But I did end up buying a little toy. If you guys can't tell that I'm floating out here, got myself a little Jon boat. It's a 1989 low, and I scooped up this 4 horsepower Evinrude. And I really should have filmed the process, but I got the boat super cheap because it had a few holes in the bottom of it. And it's an aluminum boat, so I was able to weld them shut. And then I picked up the motor from my neighbor, who's been in the marine industry for about 40-45 years, probably longer than that, his whole entire life. But he hooked me up with that guy, and we're out here, we're doing some exploring. So let me turn this around real quick because we're actually at an old marina right now. I'm off Cedar Creek here in Jacksonville, and a buddy of mine told me about this place. I didn't really believe him. I mean, I didn't really believe him, but I was just, didn't know what to expect. I was like, no way, there can't be an old marina back here, but there's a whole marina. All right, let me turn this around and show you guys. There's one vessel there. There's another vessel there, and then if you look right up there, there's another vessel. That's at the entrance there. And I'm back here towards the rear. That's crazy. I wonder how old this place is. I really want to get up close to the vessel, but honestly, I'm not trying to have one of these things fall on me, and I'm just out here by my lonesome. All right, let me get away from this roof here. Wow, that is wild. That is wild. Yeah, look at there, the whole freaking roof. I gotta make this clip quick, but got some floaters in front of me, and then I got to paddle through here. But look at that. Makes you wonder how old it is, how long it's been back here. All right, gotta avoid that floater there. We're leaving the old marina here. Got the old Evinrude fired up. We're gonna take a trip down in here. I don't know how shallow it gets, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, honestly, let me check how shallow it gets before I go running this thing any longer. I'm gonna have to get a little depth finder, maybe just a pole, that way I can check the depth. Side of Jacksonville, Florida, that not many folks get to see. Absolutely gorgeous out here. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but I'm going to show you guys the first channel sponsor that I've ever gotten. These guys were kind enough to send me a little jump starter, and I wanted to show you guys this product real quick, and then we'll get back to the Jon Boat content. Thank you, guys. These guys reached out to me via email. Now, I'm going to jack this all up. I think it's pronounced Jafegwo. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I know, terrible. But anyways, we're gonna test this guy out real quick, if it's charged and ready to rock and roll in here. If it will jump my little Jeep Cherokee, because the battery ended up dying, and fortunately enough for us, we landed a new jump pack. So supposedly this guy is a 6,000 amp jump starter. We're gonna see if it'll crank up the old Cherokee. If it's alive. It's got a nice digital display here. Gives us the 83% charged. Let's see how this guy does. This only goes in one way for the obvious reasons. Alright, let's go over to the Cherokee, see what she does for us. First things first, let me go ahead and show you guys that it's actually dead. I have a problem with this battery dying when this Jeep sits for, I don't know, I'd say about a week and a half, maybe a week. Give me one sec, let me open this. You guys can see, battery is still connected. We don't have any power to the Jeep. Interior light's not on. And we'll turn the key here. Nothing. Not a single thing. So let me set you guys up on the tripod over here. Grab that jump pack and see what it does. Like I said, 83%. Let's see what this guy can do for us. It says 12 volt, ready to rock and roll. Let's see if she cranks. Well, seems to work pretty good. Fired it right up from being completely dead. 83%, didn't even draw anything from it. Seems like a decent little jump starter. Shout out to these guys for sending it over. I really appreciate it. Clean that guy, the plastic thing off there. Seems like a decent little product. Well, we've made it back to our boat ramp, safe and sound. Everything is all good. We are all good. That was a blast. Definitely, you know, a sailboat motor. It doesn't go very fast, but once you get further down to the creeks and stuff, it becomes, you know, 100% worth it. But I did take it out there a little bit, out near the Ortega River, and it's not meant for that. So whipped her back around, came back, and we're gonna call her a day. Little Evinrude did great, but let me get this thing loaded up, and then I'll wrap it up back at the shop. All right, we are back at the shop. Flushing out the engine real quick. I'm gonna do 2 quick cycles of this. Run the engine for a couple minutes on this batch here, dump it out, fill it back up, run it again, and then we should be good to go. Little guy did great today. Best $150 I ever spent. Got me out on the water. For what I put into it, I think I'm about, let's say $400 into everything overall. Paddle, fuel tank, fittings. You know, I already had the fiberglass and the resin and stuff, but bought some hardware, stainless steel hardware, probably a little overkill. I got to sand all this stuff down, see if we can find another green like this and paint it green, but overall very happy. I had a freaking blast. An absolute blast. I did order an impeller for it. It'll be here Tuesday, so I'm going to swap the impeller out just to be safe. The recommendation by the guy that I bought it from down there at the very end of the shop space here. He said just get a new propeller and then get some gear oil and you know, do a lower oil change when I'm in there doing the impeller, and that'll be it. So alright guys, let me run this for a couple more minutes, swap out the bottles, and then we'll wrap up this video. So we ran 2 water cycles through the Evinrude, did one as a quick flush, dumped that water out, refilled it up, and then ran it one more time. Some nice fresh water through this guy. Got to figure out if I can run some salt away or anything through this little outboard while I'm taking it out in the brackish water and all that good jazz. And I'm not going to go in the ocean, but I'm going to go up towards Twin Sisters, I think it's what it's called, or near Huguenot. If you're familiar with the Northeast Florida area, you'll know of that beach. You can drive on it, and all that little area has cuts and coves and sandbars, and so I gotta figure out if I can do that with this engine. But I went ahead and sprayed it down also, sprayed the Jon Boat down, and man, I'm just real pleased. It was an amazing day just getting out there and enjoying Mother Nature and being on the water, and you know, it's a nice goal to kind of check off the bucket list. I obviously want to get this guy going. We're about halfway done with the floor stuff. It's all the floors are in there. We're squared away like you guys saw in the last upload. We're just doing the foaming. And I'm saving up a few pennies so I can just foam it all at once, because I don't want to do just a section at a time. I want to drill all my holes, foam it all, and then cabosil everything, and then start fiberglassing the floors down, and then figuring out what we're going to do about the fuel tank, so that way we can get this boat out and actually go down the river, the big rivers, and all through Jacksonville and stuff, and then leave this guy to the cuts and the creeks and all the little shallow sandbars and stuff that we're going to do. So let me turn this camera around, and I'll close up this video for you guys. If you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching. I know this is not my usual content on this channel, but it was something different, something that I enjoy, and it's still kind of mechanical related, because I know I'm going to have to be servicing and working on that little engine. I'll probably end up doing an impeller video on it, and a gear change or gear flush, excuse me, video on that, so that way, you know, I can bring you guys that content. We obviously did everything on the V8, so might as well do the little Evinrude 4-horse. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will check back in with you guys. I'm going back out tomorrow with this entire setup, so if I end up doing something cool, my girlfriend's supposed to come with me, so if we decide to go up north, like the northeastern key area where it's like super sandbar-y and super shallow, this will be a perfect contender to do that. So I will maybe film that. I don't know yet, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next upload. Later. I'm always in the dark.